New World, an upcoming open-world survival MMO, developed by our very own Amazon Game Studios. We are back a day after the Game Awards, and yes, we did get a new trailer for New World. I gotta admit, it looks pretty damn awesome. I'll have the new trailer playing in this video, along with some actual gameplay footage that has been released before. It is scaled down to 720p, so do not judge the gameplay too hard. The most important thing that we now know is the release date, May 2020, and it will be PC only. Sorry to all you console players. The standard edition will cost $39.99 and the deluxe edition will be $49.99. The standard and deluxe both get you closed beta access in April, and they also give you an amulet, unique title, an emote, and a guild crest set. If you go ahead and get the deluxe for an extra $10, you will also get some extra armor skins, emotes, as well as a digital art book. So this game has been in development for over 3 years by Amazon Game Studios. We also know that you will be in a server of 1,000 people at a time while playing, and that there will be local in-game voice channels to communicate alongside the classic typing. So the closed beta for New World will be in April 2020, and if you want to secure your spot, pre-order the game on Steam or Amazon. If you are hesitant, you can still go to their main website, newworld.com, and in the top right there is a beta sign up through Amazon, but this does not guarantee you a spot. It says on their FAQ section that you can pre-order all the way up to the game's launch. I'm assuming you can pre-order when the beta starts and still get access to the beta, but don't quote me on that. I'm really excited for this game, guys. Amazon is making their debut into the gaming industry. They are doing it with an MMO. I'm sure they are taking this very seriously because first impressions of a new gaming company are everything. From the way the game is sounding so far, it sounds pretty sweet. Let's talk about it. So what do we know about the actual game and world? Well, we can see a lot from the trailers and the gameplay that has been released. We know that players will be exploring a 17th century supernatural frontier island known as Aeternum. In this place, there is a powerful substance called Azoth, I don't know what it's called, which most believe is a source of eternal life, and as you can imagine, this type of knowledge will attract good and evil alike to the shores of Aeternum. When in-game, you will encounter many enemies that have been corrupted. It seems from the trailers and what we read is that when people, creatures, or even things come in contact with the corruption, they become corrupted themselves. From their website, we do know that depending on the exposure to the corruption and the constitution of the host, people and creatures react differently to the corruption by either being destroyed or they become an extremely powerful force. Now, aside from looking out from this zombie-like disease that has taken over the land, you will also have to look out for rival companies of humans. Whether these are NPCs or players or both, I'm guessing depends on the situation. I didn't see that many NPCs in the gameplay, but I really don't know for sure. This game seems to throw the word survival out there quite a lot, so I'm pretty excited to see what that entails. Will we be turning on other players to save our asses or forming alliances? On their website, they say you'll need to band together to keep fortified strongholds against other players and hostile creatures. That should be interesting. How about classes, you say? Well, New World is a classless MMO. Players can play and progress however they want. Players can create builds customized to their preferences through their weapon mastery, attributes, and endless trade skill progression systems. I do love classes, but I also love having the freedom to really create your own as long as it is done in the right way. In this survival type MMO, I think they are making the right decision. If we watch the gameplay videos that are out, we can see that this game does seem to be heavily involved with gathering resources of various things your character will need, such as crafting weapons or just general survival items. I love games that have in-depth crafting and survival mechanics, but also have great combat and story. These types of games, in my opinion, tend to be a little complex, but the complexity leads to longevity. You can see a large amount of players running around together in these gameplay videos, whether they are grouped or not, I can't really tell. Doesn't look like they're formally grouped because you can't see other players' health, etc., at least on the main screen. The combat actually looks pretty good. It does look similar to your classic MMO combat, but it doesn't look like it's tab targeting, more so an action combat game, or maybe it's a mix of both like Elder Scrolls Online was. When the player swings, it looks like you have to be accurate or your hit won't register. We also see gameplay of players coming up to a fortress, and it seems to be the fortresses are controlled by other players. Not sure how this works, but it looks really cool. Maybe you join factions, or maybe you're automatically put into random groups, and anyone not in your group is potentially an enemy and also fighting for their own survival. I don't know, man, it looks pretty cool. And yeah, of course, MMOs are not new, and survival games are not new, but I get a sense that this game just might be different enough to be really exciting. Can't wait to try it out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I do plan on covering New World as the time gets closer to the release, as well as after the release as well. I have all sorts of videos on this channel, ranging from comedy videos to guides to reviews. I also do live streams. Hopefully there's something you will also enjoy watching. I really hope to see some of you guys around again in the future. You guys have a nice day.